Today we're here with Zack, popular demand. He was a popular guy in our Model S full self-driving video. So decided to get him on the other side of the camera once again. How you doing, Zack?
Doing good, doing good.
Tell us what you drive on a daily basis, which is this beauty right here, right?
I drive a 2020 F-150 Lariat.
How long have you had it?
A couple years now.
Okay. How many miles do you have on it?
I got about 86,000 miles on it.
And how many miles do you drive a day, roughly?
I drive anywhere from 100 to 140 miles a day. This is all day, every day.
And how much do you like the truck?
I love the truck.
Okay, so you love it. It's comfortable?
Comfortable truck, huge room inside. Got me and the whole fam can fit. I love everything.
Why do you have a truck?
Why do I have a truck?
Yeah, why? When you bought this truck, why did you say, you know what, I want a truck?
Because I always had a car or a smaller SUV, and then I wanted something bigger, and then I wanted something that I can tow and just all around do everything with.
Yeah.
Instead of just being limited to a car.
Yeah. How comfortable is the car?
I got plenty of room everywhere. Suspension's good. I ride is good. Everything's. I got no complaints.
Because how tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
Okay, so you need space, leg room is probably the best way to say it, right?
Correct.
And this gives you that.
This gives me more than enough.
Okay. All right. So you're comfortable with it. You enjoy it. Would you buy another one?
I would.
Okay. So that's the best thing that an automaker wants to hear is that, hey, I own this vehicle and I would buy another one. When this one's done, I'll get another one. So that's where you're at right now.
Yeah.
So what was it, about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago? We did the Model S full self-driving, and that was fun.
That was, yeah.
It was an experience.
Fun is one word. Yeah.
So that was your first time driving an EV.
Correct.
First time driving a Tesla. Now what we want to do today is get you behind my CyberTruck, right?
Yes,
so we have the CyberTruck here. What I also want to do is I want to get your reaction to the CyberTruck, and then at the end of the video, I want to see how the CyberTruck compares to the F-150. Because I don't know if you know this, but Elon, when developing and building and making the CyberTruck, he really looked at the F-150 in wheelbase and size and dimensions. He really focused on the F-150 when trying to make the CyberTruck.
It's like that was his starting package.
He looked at the F-150 and said, that is the #1 selling truck in all of America. I need to make something that is comparable in size, because that's what people are happy with. They're happy with their F-150s. So he's trying to compete directly with Ford and the F-150 with the CyberTruck. So this is the perfect setup, and you're the perfect person. Let's get behind the wheel, or let's let you get behind the wheel.
Let me get behind the wheel.
I'll get in the passenger seat. I apologize, my truck is filthy dirty, but it is what it is. And at the end of the video, we'll get
my honest opinion.
All right, Zach. So I didn't have the camera rolling because I was setting up the GoPro. But what were you looking at right now?
I was looking at this little 4-inch sun visor that you have going on here. Just curious. Oh, it folds. Okay. So it's a compact look.
Yes.
I got you. Oh, and there's a little mirror. Look at this. All right.
See, so you're talking stuff about my small sun visor, and then and it's magnetic. Watch, pull it, disconnect it right here, up here.
Oh, disconnect it.
Get it to move, and now put it back.
Oh, fancy. I like that.
So here,
the little things you look at.
Yeah.
These your hazards?
That's the hazards. Do you remember how the Model S went into park and drive and reverse?
Here.
Yeah. The CyberTruck has it also up here. Put your foot on the brake.
Ooh.
Also has it up there.
Okay, I like that.
So, and then it has it over here. So let me get my seatbelt on. Yeah.
So I would just tap drive?
Yeah, you would just tap it. Well, it's already in drive because it knows, right? But
Give me a nose.
when you put your foot on the brake, it knows. Let me put it in drive and
Okay.
get going.
So I don't have to put it in drift.
No, you're ready to rock and roll. Okay, so first thoughts on the steering wheel.
The brake again. Steering wheel. I like the steering wheel. This one's.
So you enjoyed the yoke on the Model S.
I 100%.
Okay.
Felt like I was playing a video game.
So this steering wheel is similar shape, except it has that top portion.
Correct. Which I like more.
Okay, I agree with you on that.
You can definitely feel how much bigger this is compared to the other Tesla. Now let's see how good I am with this.
All right, so what are your initial thoughts? You jumped on the freeway. We're driving. How does it feel?
Feels good. Definitely feels bigger than the previous Tesla that I drove, as they should obviously feel.
Do you feel that it's heavier?
Yeah, you can definitely feel the weight of it. Like especially with the slowdown, like that automatic braking system. You can feel the weight behind it. It's odd to say that, but you can feel it.
Okay.
But it's more comfortable. Like
more spacious, right?
Yeah, I guess that's the right word. For me, it's the other Tesla. It was a fun car to drive. Like I said, it felt like a go-kart. This actually, it doesn't feel like a truck, but it feels much bigger. If that makes any sense.
It's hard to explain, right?
Yeah, it's like it feels like a big go-kart, I guess. Like because it still has that go-kart feel to me, but it's just much bigger.
So what I say in videos is it feels like a car, right? Like a sportier car, but you do feel the weight of a truck.
Yeah, and you can.
But the weight of the truck doesn't hinder the driving performance.
Yeah, it's almost like a sporty truck, I guess you could say. That's probably the hardest thing for me to get used to.
The braking.
Yeah. Just that automatic, because like a car cuts in front of you, you want to just like let go.
Yeah.
But if you let go, it's like, no, I like this is. And that's not to say that the previous Tesla wasn't roomy, but you can definitely tell the difference. There's a roomy car and then there's a roomy truck, right? Like I was anticipating it to slow down, like to not roll, but it just rolled. So it's the weight of the vehicle. You
have to judge it.
Yeah, you can feel the difference.
Yeah.
Okay. I was sitting here waiting for it to stop, and I'm like, okay, it's not stopping.
It is one of those, I don't want to say weird things. It's one of those unique things that, because like what you're saying, right? The weight of this is more than the S, so it takes maybe a little bit longer to get to its full stop.
Which I like, because I like that feel.
You didn't like the abruptness of the S. So I agree with you on that. And it's a learning curve for both vehicles, right? You drive the S every day, you're going to learn that. You drive this every day, you're going to learn this one. And then when you try to switch it, it throws you off. Like when I drive my wife's S, it throws me off because it doesn't have the same braking.
Steering is so, like, it's so sensitive to the dime. Like, I like it. No, it feels good though. I mean, this drives smoother than my truck.
The air suspension is just, I've never had air suspension in any truck before. I just have a normal, every truck I've ever owned is just a normal spring suspension.
Yeah, where you can still feel stuff, but like this, you're not.
Yeah. And this is the first time. And I know they make trucks. There's F-150s and there's Rams and there's Chevys and there's, that have air suspension. But I've never owned one. After owning this truck with the air suspension, it's almost like,
it's like a must.
I don't think I'd ever, at least I would never want another truck without air suspension.
Yeah, I could easily get used to that.
So this is going to be your first time doing a U-turn in the Cybertruck.
Correct.
And so I want to get your reaction.
So I'm going to do what I would normally do and just go up a little bit and then, oh wow. That's incredible. I didn't even have to, like, in a truck, you're cranking it and worried about the curb and the turning radius. This just turned on a dime.
It's wild, right?
That's insane. The way it just Wow. Wish my truck would do that. So when you first made a U-turn in this, did you do the same thing, normally come out?
I think so, yeah. And then you quickly realize, holy shit, you don't need to.
Like you could probably make a U-turn in the middle of a street.
Yeah.
For a truck, that's...
So I did a video with Dan. He has a Silverado. There's a U-turn that he says he does in his neighborhood. There's usually a car that's kind of in the way when doing that U-turn.
Mm-hmm.
And it was there when we were driving. So he said, let me try to do a U-turn with the CyberTruck. And we were able to do the full U-turn, even though that car was parked there. And he said, in my Silverado, there's no way I can do that turn with that car sitting there. I would have started the turn, then had to put it back in reverse, backed up, then finish it.
So he was able to complete a full U-turn instead of a 3-point turn.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think people understand how convenient that is.
Exactly. I don't think people understand it if you're not a truck driver. If you don't have a truck and you don't drive trucks, you don't understand. Now, I was, on the other side of the truck world as far as I had the 8-foot bed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's like there's really no turn I can freaking do, because of that truck. But normal trucks, just normal size pickup trucks, you still have troubles with turning at times.
Yeah. Or like,
and this is the size of like a F-150.
Yeah.
A Silverado.
Or just like if they were able to use this turning radius in the commercial world.
I think you're having a fan over there.
It'd be crazy.
It's always funny whenever I let somebody drive the car and I'm doing this and I'm filming them, because when I go back and I edit, I see cars passing. You always see the people that are taking pictures and we're not even paying attention because we're too busy
doing our own thing.
Yeah.
But imagine that. Imagine that turning radius in a 20-footer.
Yeah. Turn the wheel all the way to the right.
Turn it all the way to the right.
No, all the way to the left.
Is it? Are all the tires turning? Wow. That's why it turns so amazing.
Yep. And did you notice that the steering wheel doesn't turn?
No, it doesn't turn.
Yeah.
Like your normal.
Yeah.
This is... Wow. I kind of see the reflection of it. That's crazy.
All right, Zach. You have the Ford F-150. You drove the CyberTruck. Let's go with suspension. How does the suspension feel in comparison to your F-150?
This blows it out of the water.
Not even close.
Not even close. The suspension, the turning radius is probably my favorite part.
Okay.
In an F-150, it's not a big truck. But it's not going to turn anywhere close to the way this just turned. I would go out and then make a bigger loop. This just completely turned. With not even hesitation.
Much easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ride itself, like.
So the freeway that we drove on, there's a lot of bumps.
Yeah, a lot of grooves, and
it's not level.
No, it's not level at all.
You were making note of that while driving in the CyberTruck, that you felt like it was.
When I drive on that freeway in my truck, you feel everything. The way that road is paved, it's bump after bump after bump. But in this, you couldn't even tell that there was something wrong with that.
It absorbs it.
It absorbs it. Tremendous.
Okay. And then you touched on the steering. That was going to be my next thing. So you love the steering wheel, the squircle as they call it. Squircle. Yeah. So you love not Squirtle.
Not Squirtle, not the Pokemon.
No. Squircle. Yeah. So you like the Squircle. You enjoyed it. You prefer it over the Model S that you drove a few weeks ago that had just the yoke.
Yeah, I like the top of it.
Okay. And I agree with you on that. You prefer that steering wheel over a traditional steering wheel, the steering wheel that you have in your F-150, or do you like a traditional round steering wheel? If Tesla gave you an option and you were buying a CyberTruck and they said, we could give you a normal steering wheel or this Squircle.
That's a good question.
What do you think you would do?
I don't think you would need a normal steering wheel because of the only fact that you're just going here to here. Like in a normal steering wheel, you need a circular motion.
Yeah.
Because you were doing a full circle. So I would I would still with this Squircle.
Okay, so you're like Ash Ketchum, and you choose Squirtle or Squircle. I choose you. Okay, all right. I used to love Pokemon. Okay, so you like the steering wheel, you like this turning radius, right?
Yeah.
You talked a lot about the weight of the truck. That you could feel the weight of the truck.
You can feel the weight, like it. Not the weight of the truck per se, but the difference in driving. What is it? The X?
The S, the Model S.
So the Model S, you can feel the difference.
Okay.
Of the weight.
Okay.
But not to say any difference from the F-150 to this. It's just from Tesla to Tesla, you can feel the weight.
Okay. And then what about the acceleration? How does the acceleration on the CyberTruck compare to your F-150?
Like a super car compared to the truck. Like it's the acceleration is tremendously different.
Okay. Big difference.
100%.
Okay. All right.
It's
I figured that.
You still have it's hard to explain because you still have the truck feeling, but you have, let's say, the supercar sense of the acceleration, the turning radius. Like it's almost like an exotic car, but in a truck fashion.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's very sporty.
Yes. I don't know if you remember the Silverado SS's.
Yeah, I do remember that.
It's like that. It's like that, but with turning radius of a car.
Now, did you have any issues with visibility in the truck with the A-pillars? Any issue seen out of the truck?
No, the one thing that I did notice is the rear view mirror. It's
well, number one, you can't see out because the tonneau, right?
Saying, like,
the tonneau is closed.
Because in me, like, my force of habit is to look
Yeah.
the rear view mirror to see what's going on.
That's a great point. So what I wish that Tesla would have done with this vehicle is put a camera system. So the rear view mirror would have been a screen, right? Because it has a camera showing you what's behind you on the main infotainment screen, right? But that's not where you're trained to look. So I just don't understand why they didn't put a screen in place of the rear view mirror, and then you can see what's behind you. I don't think that would have cost much in production, so why they didn't do it? But
because there's already a screen, there's already
a camera back there giving you an image.
Because the only time I caught myself actually checking, because I saw that camera.
Yeah.
But you only look at it when you're at a stop or when you're parked or whatever.
It takes time to get used to. I'm still trying to get used to it, and I've had it for 3 months. So
yeah, because I mean, there's really no point.
Yeah.
Of that mirror except for your passenger.
Well, I know some people have already taken them off because they go, "What's the point of having this? It's just in the way."
Easier to train your mind too.
Yes, that's what someone told me once. They said, "Just take it off, and you won't." Now you have nothing to look at, so you're going to look at the screen. So.
No, but I mean, all around. I mean, I can't tell you truck for truck, it's better, but driving wise, yeah, Driving wise, I would say this is much better. It's smoother, more power. But as far as like everyday activities, I wouldn't know that. But like as far as like using my truck bed.
Of course. Yeah, this was just a driving experience, not so much go take it and go work with it.
Not a full-on review, but
yeah.
Like truck to truck, driving, suspension, turning, comfort.
Plenty of room.
I would say it's not even a close decision as far as that aspect of it.
So my last question was going to be, would you buy one? Would you, let's just throw out cost and all that. Like, let's just forget. If you were just in the market to buy a truck and this costs just as much as the F-150 that you were looking at,
yeah, I mean,
well, would you get the F-150, the new F-150, or would you go with something like this? Just based off of today, driving it for the 30 minutes to an hour that you drove it.
Yeah, just based off of driving, it would be an easy test. Yeah, it wouldn't even, just if I were to drive the Ford and then drive the CyberTruck, I would go CyberTruck. Just based off of comfort and driving.
I lied. Next question. So that one wasn't my last question. How do you feel about the looks of the truck? And I know it's my truck, so I'm not going to get offended. I understand people love it. Some people hate it. Well, how do you feel about it?
Oh, okay, so I told you when I first saw this, I don't like it.
Okay.
I did not like the look of it. Seeing it online or seeing it
in
pictures was like, what did they do?
Yes.
Seeing it in person, it's definitely it's different. It's so different. But I don't love it and I don't hate it. With this color, I like it a lot.
Okay. I get that a lot.
Yeah. I don't and that's just me being brutally honest with you. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. But I like yours a lot more.
Okay. All right. I appreciate it. All right, Zach. I appreciate it. Thank you. Now, for everybody that's watching this, thumbs up to Zach. Thumbs down to Zach. Do we like Zach on camera? Do we not like Zach on camera? Should Zach start his own YouTube channel? You're thinking about it, right? He's thinking about it. So that's kind of what we're doing here. I wanted to get him on camera. Wanted to get him comfortable with the camera. Wanted to see how he liked it. I think he likes it. He's doing a lot of selfies now. He's running around doing BTS.
Trying to get some me time. Trying to get some me time on here.
So leave me a comment if you think Zach should start his own YouTube channel, and whether you like seeing him on camera. Because if you don't, then you'll never see him again.
Never see me ever.
All right, Zach. Thank you. Appreciate it.